Hi everyone, and welcome to my channel. I want to say thank you for all of the support that is helping this channel grow. And as always, if you enjoy any part of this video, drop it a like and subscribe for more. In this video, I will show you my FTMO trial results with free trading robots available on MQL5. So FTMO do offer a free trial version of their 10K and other trial balance options. The usual price for the 10,000 challenge is €155. However, you can do a free trial and test it out for yourself. For this trial, what I did was test different trading robots and set files that could potentially pass a trading challenge. When we take a look at the graph, you'll see after 20 trades, we were down 2.72%. However, we were able to come back to above the starting balance, which means we will qualify for free retake if this was a real challenge. The sample size for the bots is still very small, as the total trades were only 83. Once the bot entered its second period of drawdown, I added 2 additional bots to ensure that we ended with a positive balance. By ending with a positive balance, you qualify for an additional free retake if it was a real FTMO challenge. Now remember that the sample size is small, however we were able to pass the minimum trading days and did not violate any of the drawdown restrictions. I will do a video on the FTMO rules and objectives in the future, so make sure to stay tuned for that. It is very important to take the time and read through the different FAQs and understand exactly what they mean. For example, there is an exemption to breaking if you don't fail any of the other trading objections. However, the account ends in a profit. That will give you a new FTMO challenge free of charge. Furthermore, there's also an opportunity for a 14-day extension if you at least reach 5% profit and traded at least 10 days and didn't violate any of the other trading objectives. I hope this gives you an indication of how important it is to manage your risk and stay within the trading objectives, because you could potentially qualify for a free retake or for an extension if you have more than 5% profit. So on my FX Blue for the account, you will see that I only traded 2 symbols, predominantly Euro USD, and in the last week's gold as well. Our most profitable trade, according to duration, is this $100 that was held for 4 hours and 4 hours and 17 minutes. However, we do have a few losing trades because of the cluster style set file that I was testing on this trial. The great thing about the FX Blue is that we can now filter according to our magic number for our net profit, pips, and number of trades. The free bots that I was using is the Fibonacci Scalper, Meet Algo, and Dark Venus. So first you will see that the highest quantity of trades was placed by the bot that was running for 2 weeks, which is the Fibonacci Scalper. The Fibonacci Scalper during this period of consolidation did end in a loss. However, we were able to recover that $156 loss with our Meet Algo moving average cross. The Meet Algo moving average cross bot placed a total of 3 trades. However, they were able to generate a healthy return because of their lot size. The third bot that was only running for a week is Dark Venus, using a trend following strategy. It only placed 1 trade, so the sample size is still too small to see if there could be potential for that set file. We'll take a closer look at each of the set files on our Metatrader 5 and see exactly what we can learn from the settings and the data that we have gathered on their specific broker. Remember to adjust your set files according to each specific broker and to enhance it according to those standards that they have and sticking within the trading objectives. On Metatrader 5 for the first week, I was running the Fibonacci scalper. The strategy that I was using for the Fibonacci scalper is as follows. On the hourly chart, I was using the MACD as a confirmation for the buy or the sell trend. Then on the daily, you will see that the Fibonacci trader has placed the different levels according to the levels it's been placed for the daily levels. To give you an idea, by combining this multi-time frame, you'll be able to give additional confirmations for the trades placed by the bot. However, I was testing a specific set file that hasn't been published yet that uses a completely different approach to the Fibonacci levels. This is a reversal strategy that places multiple trades at the same time. At that time, I was placing a maximum of up to 15 trades or 1.5% at 0.1% per lot. What that means is the bot determines the risk percentage with its set stop loss and take profit. After the first week, I added 2 additional bots, which was the Meat Algo and Dark Venus. I have reverted this Fibonacci scalper back to its original default settings because I don't want these carpet bomb style trades. It is an interesting experiment to play around with the different settings and test them on demo. What I would recommend for the Fibonacci scalper, which I've been trading in the last few weeks, is the following settings. If we take a look at the set file that had up to 15 to 20 trades at a time, it can get you into a lot of trouble very quickly. The other recommendation that I have when trading the spot is not to use the reversals, but rather use the way it was intended for the 2 levels. What I'm going to do first is load the set file that I was using, and we can take a look at the settings and the recommendations that I have changed. Firstly, what I would recommend is switching back to a set percentage of trades and a larger risk per trade. For example, anywhere between 1 and the default of 3 trades, where you can accurately determine your risk per trade and the way it should be done. The other recommendation that I saw is to rather use the 23.6 and the 61.8 and the 38.2 and the 50 levels. The MACD for me on the 4-hour with the median price worked the best, and I've also would recommend to adjust your trading hours according to your specific broker. What this means is in the coming weeks, I will be doing another test with the Fibonacci scalper on our FTMO trial. Next, let's take a look at Dark Venus. It only ran for a week and placed 1 trade. However, from the strategy tester that I was running for the set file, it did look very good. When we take a look at the Bollinger Band settings that I am currently using, I am using the 50 period on the 50-minute time frame with the 3000 deviation. What I found for the trend following strategy using the slower moving average is able to generate healthy returns. So let's take a look at the settings that I've been running for Dark Venus. As you'll see, because of the risk percentage has been decreased to 0.8. The reason for doing this is because of the daily drawdown limit that you have to stick within. I'm currently using the uptrend buy and downtrend sell, which is a trend following strategy. Some of the other changes that I've made include turning off allow buy and sell at the same time. When it comes to the grid, I will do a future video on how to adjust the grid according to your own specific trading style. However, for now, I'm using a minimum distance of 30 pips or 300 points and an ATR of 14 with an ATR multiplier of 2. When it comes to our take profit and gain settings, I have an individual for the grid is 80, and for the take target for the first order is 250 or 25 pips. It has only placed one trade. However, I will run it on a future FTMO trial so that we can see the results. As you can see, during December, the market is moving sideways, but let's take a look at the results when we had our moving average cross. The Meet Alvo moving average cross is currently running on a 9 and a 200 exponential moving average. I will be doing some further back testing for the bot. However, running it on a higher time frame will give you less false signals. When we take a closer look at the settings, because of the leverage of the swing account, which is only 1 to 30, and the specifications for gold instrument on FTMO, I would recommend changing the amount balance from 1,000 to a higher amount. The reason for this is because of the low leverage, you might get a margin call for the account, and that could be very problematic. Most of the settings have been left on default. However, the take profit has been increased to 32 pips to align with the time frame of the hourly. I've changed the trading time for gold from 8 o'clock London open to 10:30 New York session close. What I would recommend for the bot is to also enable the news filter and select your specific trading days. Next week, I will do a video on cap moving average and do a full review so we can take a look at all of the different settings that the bot has to offer. The moving average algo bot has shown very good results by following a simple and understandable setup. However, because of the 1 to 30 leverage on the account, I would recommend that we take a closer look at creating another set file that we could run on another instrument. If you are running the bot currently, I do recommend increasing the X time balance from 1,000 to 10,000 if you are using that function. When we take a look at our Euro USD chart for the hourly, which will be the next set file that I will be making for the bot, we will be looking at what would be the best time to trade it, as well as what precautions we can take, like the trend filter that the bot has built in. When we take a look at the results for the week, however, the bot did make a loss. By combining the different strategies, we were still able to end in a profit in the account from a 2.7% drawdown. This means even though that we were struggling at that point, that we were able to recover and get a free retake. When you approach your trial, please approach it the same way that you would be approaching a real FTMO account. The closer you can make it to the real account, the easier it will be for you to replicate the results in the real world. The set files that were featured for the video will be available on the Google Drive, so feel free to test these and adjust them according to your own specifications. If you enjoyed any part of this video, remember to drop it a like, and thank you for watching. Happy trading. Bye.